Hey everyone! Welcome to my channel Manhwa Mantra. I noticed that a lot of you watch my videos but haven't subscribed yet. If you enjoy the content, please hit that subscribe button. It really motivates me to keep creating more amazing videos for you all. Let's get started! Greetings, Senior. I am Yanmo of Hellion Flame. His voice carried respect, though his shaky knees barely held him upright as he bowed deeply. The drunkard took a lazy swig from his flask, his hazy eyes glinting with sharpness. Hellion Flame, huh? Ha ha ha, trying to use that name to scare me? Yanmo stiffened. I would never. It's my honor to meet you, Senior, and a blessing to speak with you. Hellion Flame will do everything to accommodate a guest of your stature. Yanmo's words were calculated. He hoped mentioning his sex power would either intimidate or please the old man. But deep down, he was unsure. He already knows who I am. He even toyed with the town earlier. I need to tread carefully. If I offend him, the consequences could be disastrous. The drunkard chuckled. Kid, you're too naive. Do you think you can threaten me with your sect? Back in my day, I climbed to the top of every sect in the Western lands. No one could stop me. Yanmo's heart raced, his voice trembling. Senior, does that mean you are... The old man sighed. You're quick to figure things out, but it's best not to speak of it. I came to the Western lands for other reasons. But I've seen some remarkable things here. Every generation produces new talents, each one shaping the future. His gaze fell on Zhuo Fan in the distance, a strange intensity in his eyes. A heaven dragon soul, and from a lower 3 sect? It's been 1,000 years since someone like this appeared. The upcoming Double Dragon gathering will be extraordinary. Yanmo's heart sank. This man isn't someone even the superior 3 sects could handle. His power is beyond comprehension. The drunkard broke the silence. Why are you still here? Go. If you want revenge, wait for the Double Dragon gathering. With the backing of the superior 3 sects, you'll have a chance. But fighting alone now? You'll lose every time. Yanmo clenched his fists but nodded. He's right. Facing that guy alone is pointless. At the gathering, with the strength of my brothers, I'll have my revenge. Bowing deeply, Yanmo said, Thank you for the advice, Senior. With a flash of fire, he disappeared, leaving the drunkard behind, chuckling and taking another swig from his flask. A month later, in a dense forest, a group of demonic cultivators rested with dark, brooding expressions. Get up! We'll reach Double Dragon Manor in a day! Barked an elder, his tone sharp. The group groaned but stood up except one. Where's Yanmo? The elder snapped. We're almost there and he's still missing. Doesn't he want to face the top talents in the Western lands? That brat's spineless. A curvy woman giggled. Elder Qingya, senior brother Yanmo never shirks his duties. He'll be here before the gathering starts. Exactly. Brother Yan won't let Wu Qingqiu escape this time. Defeating him will make him the greatest talent in the Western lands, added a lanky man, grinning. The elder sighed, his irritation easing. Fine, but if that brat doesn't show up soon, I'll make sure he regrets it. The group laughed, knowing full well the elder's threats were empty. The sect spoils Yanmo. The most this elder can do is yell. Suddenly, a fiery flash lit the forest as Yanmo arrived. The group cheered. See? Senior brother is here, just in time to face Wu Qingqiu. Elder Qingya marched up and slapped Yanmo's head. Brat, you're late again. A moment more and you'd have missed the gathering. Yanmo stumbled, blood dripping from his forehead. A woman shrieked. Elder, you've gone too far. If senior brother loses at the gathering, it'll be your fault. The elder paled. Oh, wait, that wasn't me. I barely touched him. Another voice chimed in mockingly. Elder, calling him weak now? That's bold of you. If word gets out, you'll be in trouble. The elder glared at the group, furious. You lot are ridiculous. Always twisting things around. Yanmo sighed. Stop! The elder's slap didn't do this to me. The woman looked at him, concerned. Then what happened, senior brother? Who could leave you in this state? Yanmo's eyes darkened with hatred. Don't remind me. I went hunting and became the prey instead. The elder growled. Who dared attack a member of Hellion Flame? Yanmo shook his head. Not a group, just one man. But forget it. There's something more urgent. Listen closely. Avoid provoking a certain old drunkard. The group fell silent, confused. Yanmo's voice dropped. That legendary figure has returned. If we cross him, not just us, but all 10 sects could face destruction. Remember the bloodshed of 800 years ago? He's capable of that and more. The elder gasped. You mean him? I thought he was just a legend. The group's confidence wavered. We've grown bold over the years, but against someone like that, we're powerless. Yanmo's injuries were forgotten as a sense of dread settled over them. Quietly, they resumed their journey to Double Dragon Manor. We're here! The Double Dragon Manor! Elder Yun's voice broke through the air. The mystical Heaven Sect group erupted with excitement, buzzing with energy and itching to step inside. Meanwhile, the demon scheming sect's disciples shot them mocking looks, their expressions laced with disdain. Seriously? After all we did to protect them on the way here, they're acting like this? A bunch of ungrateful fools. Dragging their sore, stiff bodies, the demon scheming sect disciples trudged forward one slow, painful step at a time. Chu Qingcheng approached Zhuo Fan, her voice soft but resolute. This is where we part ways. Zhuo Fan didn't look at her. His tone was detached. Once inside, we're enemies. Chu Qingcheng nodded, though her smile wavered. I won't hold back. Nor will I, Zhuo Fan replied flatly. As she walked past him, she kept her gaze straight, fearing that one look back would weaken her resolve. Zhuo Fan remained as stoic as ever, his emotions hidden beneath a cold exterior. Despite their distance throughout the journey, both had found comfort in simply being near each other. But now their paths were bound to diverge, with only fleeting moments of intersection ahead. Suen Xiaoyu grinned smugly. Finally, we're done with those demonic pests. Shui Ruohua approached Zhuo Fan, her voice carrying gratitude. Young Master Zhuo, thank you for protecting us during the journey. We won't forget your help. Zhuo Fan waved dismissively. We were headed the same way. Don't mention it. Shui Ruohua smiled faintly. Having learned to read Zhuo Fan's character during the trip, he may sound harsh, but he doesn't mean it. His actions speak louder than his words. Danner chimed in with a playful grin. Young Master Zhuo, will you let us off easy during the Double Dragon gathering? Zhuo Fan chuckled darkly. What do you think? Flustered, Danner stuck out her tongue. Don't smile like that. It's scary. Everyone knows your smile means trouble. Laughter broke out among both sects, and Zhuo Fan shook his head. Am I really that predictable? As the mystical Heaven Sect group moved on, the demon scheming sect disciples readied themselves. Fiend Yang sighed. At least those girls know how to say thanks. The old geezers could learn a thing or two from them. Kuei Lang grinned. Forget the sect. The women alone make mystical heaven worth it. Zhuo Fan's icy glare silenced them. Stop wasting time! Move! Full speed ahead to Double Dragon Manor. The group cheered and picked up the pace, their grueling 3-month journey finally nearing its end. Upon reaching the manor's entrance, they were met with a plain, weathered courtyard and a small, unimpressive gate. There wasn't a single guard in sight. Is this the legendary Double Dragon Manor or someone's backyard? Where's the grandeur? The venerables chuckled knowingly. Step inside and you'll see the real deal. Following their lead, the group passed through the unassuming gate, entering a grand hall where 2 elders sat cross-legged. Their eyes opened, scanning the newcomers with a piercing gaze. Who comes? State your name, one of the elders intoned. Fiend Yang stepped forward respectfully. We are from Tianyu's demon scheming sect, here to participate in the Double Dragon gathering. The elders nodded. 2 4th-layer ethereal stage cultivators, 1 in the 5th layer, 3 in the 2nd layer radiant stage, 1 in the 3rd layer, 2 in the 5th layer, 2 in the 8th layer, and 2 in the 9th. You may pass. Zhuo Fan was stunned. They identified our cultivation levels instantly and even noticed the progress we made. Their soul strength must be immense. The elders extended their palms, releasing a powerful soul force to push open the door behind them. As it creaked open, a burst of thick spiritual energy rushed out, leaving everyone momentarily breathless. Beyond the gate lay a paradise, towering peaks, lush forests, shimmering lakes, and birds soaring gracefully in the sky. This isn't just a hall, it's an entire hidden world shielded by a massive barrier. The group entered, their awe barely contained. Fiend Yang glanced back at the elders. May I ask, are we the last to arrive? The elders replied in unison. Yes, the other 8 sects are already here. The mystical Heaven sect arrived just moments ago. Fiend Yang scoffed. Figures. They wouldn't have made it without our protection. As the group moved deeper into the manor, one elder paused, his gaze sharp. "Did your disciples use the zombie pill?" Fiend Yang flinched, caught off guard. How did you know?" The elder's expression grew stern. "Using the zombie pill to enhance cultivation is a desperate move. It's costly, even for the superior 3 sects. Whoever supplied this to you must have deep pockets." Feigning nonchalance, Fiend Yang smirked. "What's the big deal? We have resources to spare." The elders exchanged knowing looks but said nothing. As the gate closed behind them, a shadowy figure slipped through unnoticed. Scratching his red nose, the man took a swig from his flask. His crooked smile filled with malice.